Right, I'm back everyone. Now I'm just going to thread my needle because I'm going to make a patch. I've shown many of these, so if you want to go and see how they're done, there are other videos for different ones. I generally like to make all of my own flowers that go on them, but sometimes I will use ready-made ones. So, and I've got some beading as well that I might put on. I'm going to put the glue gun on. Now at the side of me I do have lots of different trims, but I think I'm going to use this one and make a nice flower from it because it's already pleated. So let's just start to sew this one. You need a central flower, and when I say central I don't mean you need a centered one. I mean you need a flower that stands out, and then all the others get handmade and put around it. So I'm just going to stitch one of these. They've got a good gather in them in this lace. I will tell you now, if anybody wants to buy this patch, it won't be on the shop, but you can say on this video, and it's first come first served, because I'm closing the shop, as you know. And from now on, if I make anything and sell it, it'll be done on the video that I make it on and share with you. Now, because it's already frilly, I don't want the frill underneath. It's got a double layer. I want that. Like I don't want this particular one. I want this one to show from the top. And I think we'll do something different and do a pearl centre. Maybe pearl and flower centre maybe. And that's left me with a decent enough gap. I can now just join these two sections together like that. That's fine, quite happy with that. Finger and thumb together in the middle, even that out, and then that can fit on there. I like plenty of gather in mine. I'm going to have it offset the patch like that. I do have a nice pearl that can go in the middle, and then I might put some pearly bits around it. Is that going to be big enough? Yep, that's going to be fine. Like that. And then I can add on some tiny pearls, maybe a couple of flowers or something. I might want to add a flower in there, because you don't have to have just a pearl. I'm going to use some smaller pearls. Always make sure the holes are on the outside. And I might just want to put one there, like that, and maybe one at the side of it, like that. Now, not fussed there, just in there, not fussed about it, because I've also got some of these little pearly bits that I can add on top. Just cut one of those off the strip. That hides that. And see if I've got another one that I can do. Just cut that. And then we just add that one as well. And then I might just put another, let's have a look. What can we put on there? See if we've got anything in the bag. I have some of this. And you can use this anywhere on your flower. I'm just going to cut that there. It's got a little bit loose. And then I'm just going to sit this in here. And you just pop it in. Now I'm going to have to wear my little dauber just to put that in there. And then on top of that, I'm just going to add another small pearl. Like that. Oops, I'll scrape that off when it's dried. So we've got a little bit of trimming like that. Now you can have it on the outside as well. For now I'm going to leave it as it is. I don't need to trim it down. But I'm now going to start adding some other flowers. Now I've got that gorgeous rolled rose, which I'm going to pop there. Don't worry about the edges, we're going to put some leaves on. I've got this one to go in here. Like that. I can add another one of the flat ones. These are acrylics. Like that. Just going to get another one of those. Just move that out of the way. So I've now got some of these, which are the elongated pearls. And we just touch a glue on there and take that, and we can put that in there like that. It's just for show basically. So I'm now going to add this one here. These rolled roses, they're easy to make, they're not hard at all. And let's have a look. Do you know? So let's get some leaves and put some leaves around. Now, do I want the larger ones or the smaller ones? I don't know. I could use metal ones. I do have some others. No, not those either. Okay. Let's get a few of these out then. So, I'm going to use the green ones. It's just, these look fantastic on a headband, on a front cover of a book, in a page of a book, whatever you want to do with them. Just play around. Now obviously I'm going to try and do a couple more here. I'm going to do 3 on this end. Don't generally put them in, you know, as individual ones. Let's have a look, see what we've got. There we go. May get some more out in a minute, not sure. I want some more flowers. So right now I'm going to take some ribbon. So I've got a selection of ribbons. I need my needle and thread. And I'm just about to make some other flowers. Now I don't want one as big as this one, but I do need one pretty big to go there. So I have chosen this inch wide organza. And I'm rounding the edges off. I might not need a flower as such. So I've taken a piece, oh, it's about 12 inches long. Just singe the edges, stop it from fraying. And then we're just going to stitch on the longest section. Just make, if it's not long enough to do a flower with, then I can do a half flower and add a flower in the middle of it. Do that, see, it's big enough. And then pull it tight. Pull all of that forward and stitch that in. Loop it, which gives you a decent knot, and that's all you need. Move all of that out of the way, and then I'm just going to add it in here. And we just do it like that. Now I don't need to spread it out because it's gathered how I wanted it to gather. And you can still see the leaves. So I've just dismantled one of those to take that out. And then that can go in the centre of that flower like that. See? And it's got a little bling centering as well. So, I'm not going to waste this. I'm going to cut it and use it as an edging. So, put a little bit of glue on it, turn this around. I'm going to tuck that in there like that. Little bit of glue on there, and that's just going to be like a filler for that bit there. You're not going to see any of it. So let's have a look. So we've used that one, that can go in the box. Now I want to use these. So this is the trim. We do sell all of this, so before I shut the shop, if you want it, you're going to have to go get it. And that's also going to go on the top like that. That's it, that's all you need. pull it into place, and look how that's altered that. So we've done that one, so that's going to go. Now I have this one, which is the like a stitch. Let me just do this. I have enough thread on here to do a small flower. Get all the glue off my fingers. So when you gather it up like that, pull your needle straight through. That keeps that gathered, and you can see how much you need to make the flower. So I need about the same again. So let's have a look. Yep, we can make a flower out of that. So again, I'm going to cut it and then curve it. Burnish the end. Take the needle. Find the end, at the beginning should I say. And then join them two together. Give it a quick tug. I pull it through where the ends are, and then I can sew it. Like that. So, and then we can release that. Look, perfectly good flower. And you can say, you've made it. So I need to take that out, put that flower in there, and at the same time I'm going to add a pearl. Not too big, you don't want one that's too big. Make sure the holes are at the side, and there you go. But you can still see everything I've done on there. Now let's have a look. I'm going to also add one of these just underneath, because it's a see-through ribbon. You will be able to see it, and it just fills a gap like that, see? Now I need another flower or two on here, so I've got this ribbon, and I'm going to do exactly the same, except for I don't need to round it off because it's a scalloped ribbon and I can just sew it together. Like that. I'm going to take another pearl. It is slightly bigger, so we've got a smaller one. Where's the little pearls? There's one. Is that about the same as that one? Yes, I think so. So I'm just going to put that little pearl in there like that. Yeah. It's just pretty, isn't it? Yeah. Now let's have a look. Let's see. We could do with one more, I think. This is bugging me, so I'm just going to cut that. And so is that. Where's it gone? There, it's come off. I'm just going to pin that bit down. Like that. But it can be loose like that, I'm not fussed. I think I want mine that way. And I think I'm going to add a few more of these bits. So I will trim it off as I need it, I think. And I'm just going to add them in here. You just need a flash of something. You don't need much. Yeah, I think that's... No, I'm going to have it that way, actually. I like it that way. So that's how they are. That's how you make them. You can add absolutely anything to yours. Have to have them like this. You can do any flower, but make your own. Use some up as some of your laces and trims and ribbons up. And you just add the odd thing. I think I need to do one of those pearls here. It's just something not quite right here. And what I'm going to do is to squeeze that in there like that. And snip that off that little bit. Like that. You can have as many as you want. Put them wherever you want. Just give it a little bit more pearl on this side. So I do hope that's helpful for you. And play. That's the whole point of doing any crafting. Play. See what you can come up with. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.